Hello, and welcome again to the second lesson of Pop Piano with Bobby Chan. I'm really glad to have some of my family members watching this stream. Uh, I'm not sure if they're the only ones, but I hope that more people will join us to learn more about pop piano today. Um, but before I start, I just want to appreciate someone. That's my wife, Samantha, who's been doing all the background work, like the video switching live and preparing my slides and helping me with the setup of this studio and all. At home, giving up her space for this studio. So I just want to shout out to my wife. Um, all right, so I'm just gonna start. And I hope you guys already printed out this sheet. So this is the piano sheet that I uploaded on my YouTube channel for you to download and print out so that you can practice with. So I'm just going to jump straight in. So what are we going to cover today? So today we're going to cover a few key concepts related to piano and related to music that cover the foundation of what we're going to learn in the coming weeks. Now this today might be a little bit dry, so just bear with me. I will tell you what's important and what's not important. But essentially, tonality is something that you need to appreciate and understand, but you don't need to know. So what is tonality? So a lot of people I will tell you, oh, major, minor, that sort of thing. Yes, those are all tonality. Augmented, diminished, yes. But those are really advanced. I just want you to appreciate what major and minor tonality is. So major tonality is, imagine a happy girl, right? If you hear stuff like this, reminds you of, spring, flower blooming. It gives a very happy, exuberant feeling. Right? Now, have a look at this image. She's frowning. So, how about a minor tonality? Listen to this. That's the sound of minor. So when we talk about a major tonality, think happy. When we talk about a minor tonality, think sad. See how that makes you feel? One makes you feel uplifted, the other one makes you feel on the down low. So that's essentially what I want you to appreciate from the terms tonality. So for the purpose of basic teaching, we're only going to be focusing on major tonality, happy, and minor tonality, sad. So songs and all, they're all made up of major, minor, augmented, diminished chords. But the basic ones to get you off your feet and started playing is the major and minor chords. And these are the appropriate feelings it's supposed to evoke. Now, we use a combination of both major and minor chords or major and minor tonalities in any given song. And the technicalities of that is not really important at this point in time. But essentially, if you listen to a lot of sad songs and try and go and listen to some sad love songs, the Chinese have a lot of them, you'll find that there are a lot of minor tonalities in it. Right? These are more minor tonalities. But in the same song, a little bit more uplifting, it's major. So it starts minor, and then it goes uplift into a major tonality. So just want you to appreciate the two different tonalities juxtaposed together. So we're going to move on. So tonality is actually comprised of scales. What is a scale? Don't need to memorize all this, just appreciate. A scale is made up of 12 notes, right? So if you look at this graphic, you will see that there are 12 notes before C comes back again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 12 notes. So in 12 notes, if you use 7 of the notes, 7 of these 12 notes, in some combination, typically sequentially, you will get a scale. So let me just demonstrate that. If you can see my keyboard, if I'm going to start with C, the simplest scale, C major, a natural scale, and then repeat again, right? This is the C major scale. So it uses 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 notes. The A major scale, for example, starts on A, and there's 7 notes as well. So that's a scale. Even minor scales, a A minor scale, one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Also 7 notes played sequentially or played in succession, and that gives you a scale. So earlier on, we want to achieve a minor tonality. We use a minor scale. On a down low. We want to achieve a major tonality. We use a major scale. Invokes a happy emotion. Now, scales, a smaller unit of them is what we call a chord. Now, what is a chord? A chord is typically made of 3 notes or more. So a minimum number of 3 notes forms a chord. Now, for the chords that we're going to learn in this whole series, it's all going to be 3-note chords, or we call them triads, right? And these notes are typically played together. So earlier on, we played a scale, 7 notes in succession. This is the C major scale. Now, if we play the C major chord, so, and then if we want to express a minor tonality using A minor, we play the A minor chord. So in the song earlier on, we sang na 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 na, D minor, na na, G major, na 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 na, C major, na na. And then if you want to do it a bit more rhythmically, you just repeat na 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 na, D minor, na na, G major, na 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 na, C major, na na, and it repeats again. So chords really form the foundation of pop piano playing. And over the next few weeks, I'm going to teach you how to look at A minor and form an A minor chord. And then after that, add in accompaniment. So A minor, first you find the note A. So from above, the note A is here. this corresponds to this. A. So the first chord, A minor, you need to form the A minor chord. I will teach you that as well in the coming lessons. Then you need to add an accompaniment, which is the left hand. And then you just repeat this chord 4 times in a bar, in a regular beat. And you have a song. So the song is made up of 4 chords: A minor, D minor, G, and C. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. So these are things that I'll teach you over the coming weeks. So no worries about that. So that's what a chord essentially is. Now, obviously, I've been referring to something called notes for a long time. And yes, the chord is made up of 3 notes. What are notes? Every single of this button that I'm pressing now, these are notes. Every single of the black ones, these are notes as well. Fun fact, if you have a keyboard, just play any of the black notes in succession with any hand and it will sound like a Chinese song. That's something we call a pentatonic scale, but that's a bit more advanced for this course. But yeah, that's just a fun fact. So, what is a note? A note is any of these buttons you see on this keyboard, right? Now, the white notes are called natural notes, and the black notes are called accidental notes. So, if you look at this chart that you're supposed to print out, I've already labeled C to C. Try and memorize this. Memorize this shape. Where is A? Where is G? So that if I covered this and I point to you a note, G. If I covered these and I point any note to you, E, A, C. On the keyboard as well, A, D, G, B. Try and come to that, alright? So if you can, try and memorize this so that, because this will form the basics of what I'll be covering in the next lesson. So on screen I have it for you already. So it's pretty simple. I'm not sure I can, no I can't. So never mind, it's okay. Those are the natural notes. Now if we want to learn more about the black notes, the accidental notes, it's easier if we cut the keyboard in half. And what I mean by that is do this. So if you can, just take a strip of paper or a ruler and cover the keyboard into half. And for the purpose of demonstration, I'm just going to fold this. And there you have it in half. Now what this will do is, and you can see it on screen as well, it allows you to visualize the keys in succession. See that? So that's where your 12 keys, 12 notes are that you have in total. From C to B, you have C, C sharp D, D sharp E, F, F sharp G, G sharp A, A sharp B. Those are your notes. So if you just ignore the white portion and look at only the top half, you would notice that every single note is laid out in succession. All 11 of them before it repeats itself to 1 again. 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on and so forth. Right? So this is really something that I want you to pick up, to be able to label the notes. So I've already labeled the white notes for you, and I'm going to teach you now how you can derive the black notes. So if you look at C and D on screen, the white notes 1 and 3 are C. but the note between 1 and 3, 2, it can be either called C sharp or D flat. So sharp is the one with the hashtag, and flat is one with the B. Alright? So the note has two names. It can either be C sharp or D flat. Alright? So how we determine when it's called sharp or when it's called flat is really in context of when you are referring to it. But it actually has two names, and the two names have equal priority. So one is not called D flat over C sharp or C sharp over D flat. Unfortunately, the names have equal priority. So if you look at C and D, the note in between, the accidental in between the two natural notes is always called the sharp of the previous note or the flat of the next note. So it's C sharp or D flat. If we look at another example, between G and A, the note in between, notes 8 and 10 are note 9. Note 9 is either called the previous note, the sharp of the previous note, which is G sharp, or the flat of the next note, A flat. Right? Now, using this formula, and if you need some time, just review this video on my YouTube channel, and pause it and have some time. I want you to do a piece of homework for me. So I will attach another PDF which looks like this. It no longer has the notes written out, but it has boxes for all the notes. I want you to use it as an example. The first time, to use the formula I told you to fill out the boxes so that you know which note, what are the names of the notes. All right? And then after that, as a second time, print out the same worksheet, memorize them, put away all these notes, and see if you can fill out the worksheet again from memory. That would be really good if you can, so that you know what the notes are, and the next time I say, hey look, let's form a C major chord, straight away at least you can tell me where C is. Or if I say let's form an E flat major chord, straight away you can tell me where E flat is. So E flat is the note before E. So E flat. Or if I ask you to form an F sharp major chord, you know where the F sharp is. F sharp is the note after F. So F sharp. So yeah, so this is something that it's pretty basic. So I need it may be a bit confusing now, but trust me, if you can get this working up, you'll be more than prepared for the next lesson. Now I just wanted to talk about solfege. Now some people sing in terms of do re mi. If you have watched The Sound of Music, do re mi is basically solfege. But I'm not going to be using the do re mi for this whole series, because do re mi on solfege is basically a relative form of nomenclature. So in C major, do re mi is C D E. In A major, do re mi is A B C sharp. In G major, the do re mi is G A B. So do re mi changes for every key or every tonality we are in. And unfortunately, for the purposes of pop piano, it's very difficult to use do re mi, because the keys the tonalities keep changing within the song. So I'm going to skip this practice time. Now I've already told you what your homework is, and I'm just going to revise that again. Your homework is to print out this sheet here and fill out in the empty boxes below all the names of the natural notes and all the names of the accidental notes. Why you need that is because in the next lesson, I'm going to call out E. Where is E? Point to me. Where is A sharp? Point to me. Where is E flat? Point to me. Where is D flat? Point to me. Where is F sharp? Point it to me. So do a revision of this video so that you'll be able to complete this work. All right? Now, that brings me to the end of my lesson. If you have any questions, you can contact me at my email. You can also find this video uploaded typically in an hour or two after this lesson ends on my YouTube channel. It is bit.ly/poppianobobby. Or you can contact me at bobby.chan@imtunedin.com, and I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. Are there any questions being asked? No? All right, if there's no questions, I'm going to end here. Thank you very much. My next lesson will be on Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. So I hope you do your homework and come prepared for the next lesson. All right? Thank you very much and see you guys.